So, good day, class. Our topic for today is parabola with a vertex at 0, 0. So, ito yung mga gagamitin nating formula to solve the equation. So, we have here dalawa yung magiging gagamitin natin. So, the first one, we have the axis of symmetry on OY or 0Y opening upward or downward. So, ito yung ating vertical. So, for the other one, we have the axis of symmetry on OX or 0X opening right or left. Ito naman yung ating pang-horizontal. So, as you can see, meron tayong dalawang standard equation. So, for the opening upward and downward, so we have x squared is equal to 4py. While the other one, for the horizontal, we have y squared is equal to 4px. Okay? Then, dun tayo sa focus. So, si focus, so, for the vertical, we have 0, p. So, for the horizontal, we have p, 0. So, for the latus rectum, for the vertical, we have positive, isang negative, 2p, p. Dun tayo sa horizontal. So, we have p, isang positive 2p, at saka isang negative 2p. And for the axis of symmetry, we have y. So, y-axis pag sa ating vertical. For the horizontal naman, it's x-axis. And for the directrix, so we have for the vertical, y is equal to negative p. And for the horizontal, we have x is equal to negative p. So, take note of this. If p is negative, so the opening of the parabola is downward or left side. So, kung ito ay negative 4py, ang kanyang opening ay downward. Dito naman, pag negative yung 4px natin, ang opening ng parabola daw natin ay left side. Since it's positive ang p natin, so for this one, ang opening natin ay upward. So for dito naman, ang opening naman natin ay pa-right side. Okay? So let's have an example. So example number 1. Okay, so we have a given here, equation. So we have y squared plus 12x is equal to 0. So, hahanapin daw natin yung kanyang standard form, the vertex, the value of p, the focus, the latus rectum, axis of symmetry, and directrix. So, first, hanapin muna natin si standard form. Okay, since ang naka-squared natin ay y, so ang gagamitin natin is yung pang-horizontal. So, eto. So, ganito yung gagawin natin. Okay, so let's rewrite first yung ating equation dito sa kabilang side. So, we have y squared, okay, plus 12x is equal to 0. So, gagawin natin yung standard form niya. So, dapat maging kamukha siya. So, ang gagawin natin, itong 12x na to ay ililipat natin sa labas. So, magiging y squared is equal to, from positive 12x, magiging negative 12x siya. So, ito na ngayon yung ating standard form. So, magkamukha na silang dalawa. So, let's rewrite it here. So, y squared is equal to negative 12x. Since wala rin tayong value ng h at ang k, alam na natin na ang ating vertex ay at 0, 0. Okay? Next is for the value of p tayo. Itong p. So, for the value of p, hanapin muna natin si 4p. So, si 4p, ang location niya ay nakay negative 12. Then, since ang kailangan lang natin ay si p, we need to divide it both sides by 4 para maiwan lang si p. So, magiging negative 12 divided by 4. So, ito na lang si-simplify natin. Is equal to negative 3. Okay? Since negative yung ating p, Okay, ang ating opening ng parabola ay pa-left side. Okay, so pa-left side po. So, let's rewrite the value of P here. So, -3. So, lipat natin to dito sa kabila. Okay, since we already have the value of our P, ma-identify na natin or pwede na natin substitute yung value nyo dito sa ating focus at itong the rest. So, for the focus, we have P, 0. So, our P is -3, then 0. Then, doon tayo sa kabila. So, we have P for the latus rectum. So, dito muna natin isulat. So, we have P which is -3, positive daw na 2, then multiply the value of P. Okay, so yan yung unang ordered pair. Then, the other one, so we have value of P which is -3, less naman daw natin sa 2, multiply daw natin sa value ng P which is -3. Then, simplify natin. So, we have 2 times -3, we have -6. So, the first ordered pair for our latus rectum ay -3, -6. And yung pangalawa naman, so we have -2 times -3 is equal to +6. So, the second ordered pair nga, now, for the latus rectum is -3, +6. Since ang naka-squared sa atin ay y squared, alam na natin, or yung kabaliktaran niya, ang ating magiging axis of symmetry. So, y siya, y squared. So, ang ating axis of symmetry now ay nasa x-axis. And for our directrix, so x is equal to -p. So, lagay muna natin dito, negative daw yun. Then, the value of p which is -3. Since parehas sila ng sign, okay, negative to, mag-change tayo ngayon ng sign. So, magiging addition po siya or magiging positive. So, for our directrix now ay x is equal to +3. Nasundan po? Okay, so let's have another example. So, we have this. Okay. So, we have x squared minus 8y is equal to 0. So, we need to find the standard form, the vertex, the value of P, the focus, the latus rectum, axis of symmetry, and the directrix. Okay? So, ang gagamitin natin dito ay yung pang vertical kasi ang naka-squared natin ay x squared. Okay? So, ito yung gagamitin nating formula. So, gagawin natin siyang ganito. So, let's rewrite dito sa kabilang side. So, we have x squared minus 8y is equal to 0. So, para maging ganito siya, okay, so ililipat natin ngayon sa kabilang side si -8y. So, let's rewrite. So, magiging x squared. Lipat natin sa kabilang side ng equal. So, from -8y, magiging positive 8y siya ngayon. Okay, so this is already the standard form kasi parehas na sila. So, let's rewrite it here. So, we have x squared is equal to 8y. Then, since wala tayong value ng h and k, alam na natin na ang ating vertex ay at 0, 0. Next, we're going to find the value of P. So, paano kung kukunin? So, for that one, kunin muna natin si 4P. Okay, 4P. Asan ang location ni 4P dito sa ating standard form? So, nandito siya kay 8. So, lalagay natin ngayon yung 8 dito. Since P lang ang hinahanap natin, we need to divide it both sides by 4. Magka-cancellation tayo. Then, may iwan na lang si P. Then, simplify natin to. So we have 8 divided by 4 is equal to 2. Since positive ang value ng P natin, alam na natin na ang opening ng ating parabola ay upward. Okay? So, upward po. So, sulat natin ngayon dito na ang value ng P natin ay 2. Next, doon tayo kay focus. So, sabi dito sa ating equation or sa ating formula na ang focus ay 0, P. So, 0, the value of our P ay 2. So, this is our focus now. Next, doon tayo kay latus rectum. So, isulat muna natin siya dito. Simplify muna natin siya. So, first we have positive 2 times daw sa value ng P, which is 2, 2. So, ito yung unang ordered pair. So, the other one, negative 2, imumultiply din sa value ng P, which is 2, value of P, which is 2. Okay, let's simplify. So, we have 2 times 2 is equal to 4. Then, 2. So, this is our first ordered pair para sa latus rectum. So, sulat natin siya dito. So, we have 4, 2. Next, ito naman tayo. So, negative 2 times positive 2 is equal to negative 4. Then, 2. So, our second order pair now for the latus rectum is negative 4, positive 2. And, for the axis of symmetry, since ang nakasquared natin ay x, ang axis of symmetry natin ay nasa y-axis. And, for our directrix, so we have y is equal to negative p. So, isa-substitute lang natin yung value ng p natin. So, which is 2. So, we have negative 2. So, this is our answer na po. Nasundan po ba? Okay, very good. So, isa pa. So, isa pa tayong example. Okay, so now let's have example number 3. Okay, so we have this equation. We have 4y squared minus 5x is equal to 0. So, we need to find the standard form, the vertex, the value of P, the focus, the latus rectum, the axis of symmetry, and directrix. So, since ang naka-squared natin dito ay y, we're going to use the horizontal. So, or the axis of symmetry on OX or 0x. Okay? So, first, let's find the standard form. So, let's rewrite muna tong equation natin dito sa kabilang side. So, we have 4y squared minus 5x is equal to 0. Okay? So, gagawin natin siyang ganito. So, katulad ng mga ginagawa natin kanina sa first two example, ilalabas natin yung hindi naka-squared. So, write natin si 4y squared. Then, from negative 5x, pag nilabas, magiging positive 5x. Since may kasama yung y squared natin, dapat 1 lang yung value nun. So, we're going to divide both sides by 4 para ma-eliminate si 4 dito. So, divide natin ngayon. Cancel. So, may iwan na lang si y squared is equal to 5 over 4x. So, ito na ngayon yung ating standard form. So, sulat natin siya ngayon dito. So, we have y squared is equal to 5 over 4x. Next is the vertex. Since wala tayong value ng h and k dito, so alam na natin na ang vertex natin ay at 0, 0. And for the value of p, so bago natin hanapin yung value ng p, hanapin natin muna si 4p. So, lipat ko muna dyan ha. So, 4p. Okay, yung 4p natin dito, ang location niya ay nasa 5/4. So, ito ang ilalagay natin. Since value lang ng p yung hahanapin natin, we need to divide it both sides by 4 para ma-cancel si 4 doon at maiwan lang si p. Then, equal. Since fraction yon, tapos dinivide natin sa 4, okay, kukunin natin yung reciprocal ng 4 at magpo-proceed tayo sa multiplication. So, paano? Rewrite natin si 5/4. Ang reciprocal ng 4 ay 1/4. Then, proceed tayo sa multiplication. So, we have 5 times 1 ay 5. Then, 4 times 4 ay 16. So, our value of p now ay 5/16. So, let's rewrite it here sa answer natin. So, answer sheet natin. So, we have 5/16. Since we already know the value of our p, we can simply substitute na po siya dito sa formulas natin. So, for the focus, we have the value of p, 0. So, ang p daw natin ay 5/16, tapos, 0. So, this is already our focus. And for our latus rectum, we have p, plus and minus 2p. So, yung p daw natin, let's rewrite it here muna. So, we have the value of p, which is 5/16, positive 2, imumultiply daw kay 5/16. Then, the other one, we have 5/16, ililess naman daw natin sa negative. So, negative 2 times 5/16. So, let's simplify. So, we have 2 times 5/16 ay equal kay 5/8. So, our first ordered pair for the latus rectum, we have 5/16, 5/8. And then, dito sa kabila, negative 2 times 5/16 is equal to negative 5/8. So, the answer for this, for the second one, we have 5/16, negative 5/8. So, ito na po yung ating latus rectum. Since ang naka-squared po natin ay y, alam na natin na ang kanyang axis ay nasa axis, or yung axis of symmetry niya ay nasa x-axis. Okay? And then, for the directrix, so we have x is equal to, so negative p daw. So, lalagyan natin ng negative sign yung ating value ng p. So, we have 5/16. So, this is already our answer for this equation. Nasundan po. Okay, so thank you. So, this is all for today. So, thank you po.